Hey guys, good morning. It's morning for me anyway. It's already 6:50 and I just crawled out of bed. I didn't even hear Clayton leave this morning. I think I was super tired from this weekend. Oh, that coffee is good. I'm digging the sugar cookie. I mean, I've had it before, but it's good. It's like got a hint of like hazelnut or something. I don't know why I made the whipped cream this morning. It just sounded really good. So I did. I made it with my immersion blender. It didn't work that well, but it's okay. It's okay. So it's Monday for me. Should be Monday for you. I have quite a few projects going today. So yesterday, my oldest daughter had picked a bunch of prickly pears, which is the red fruit on top of the cactus. And she had brought over like, I don't know, at least 20 pounds of prickly pears frozen that I had in my freezer. And yesterday I was like, I need to get them out of here and I need to deal with them. She wanted me to make some jelly and I wanted to make some jelly. That's why she brought them to me. And it actually wasn't bad. I thought I was gonna have to like skin each one because they have these little spines in them, but I didn't. I just threw them all in a pot. I covered them with water, boiled them for about 20 minutes, simmered them for about 20 minutes, and then I strained it a couple of times and I made some jelly, which is over here on the table. My house is a little messy this morning. Please excuse it. It hasn't set up quite yet. Oh, this one is. I was a little worried. I picked one up this morning and it was a little like juicy. See how it's pulling away? I think it just needs a little more time. When you do stuff like that, you like just expect it's gonna turn out because you followed the recipe, but when you're canning, that's just not how it always goes. Over here on the stove, I put some stuff out of my freezer, some like chicken bones, and I had a bag that had like onion skins and celery and carrots, and I had some really sad looking carrots from in the fridge that I threw in there, and I'm making some chicken broth. I have 1 can left in my pantry and I want to refill it. You guys, I just woke up, so this is how I look in the morning. Tired and old. I also, Clayton peeled up 10 pounds of potatoes for me. I bought all those potatoes and I wanted to can them, so I thought, well, if I have that pressure canner going today, I might as well can potatoes. And then I was like, well, I don't have any canned beans right now. So last night I put half a cup of beans in these jars and filled them with water, thinking that they would swell and fill the jar, but they have not done that yet. So I'm not really sure about these. I'll probably do these last. And if they don't fill the jar, I'll probably mix them together. I do also have to drain these and rinse them. But I did pinto beans and small red beans. I'd also like to do some black beans, but I don't have any dry black beans right now. So that's what I have going on today. I have some other stuff that I want to do, but I'm not giving myself a huge list because I already know I'm tired. Did you hear that? And you know, I gotta do my stuff too. Like, I need to exercise. I need to take Caitlin out and do some sort of like PE. And, you know, I need to rest also because it was It was a pretty long weekend. Friday and Saturday we went hunting, and then like I said yesterday, I made that jam or jelly, and I, you know, prepared all that stuff. That pot has been simmering all night. I had it on low. It wasn't even bubbling, so I just turned it up to medium so it could like actually boil for or simmer for a couple of hours this morning. That's also my pressure canning pot, so I can't do anything until that's done. So I think I'll let it boil for a while I do a couple loads of laundry. I don't have a lot. I washed pretty much all Clayton and mine and Clayton's laundry yesterday. I just need to throw it in the dryer, and I want to wash my sheets, and I need to empty our suitcases. But that's what I'm gonna do right now while that's simmering. Probably gonna sit down and chillax. It's pretty cool here. I haven't been going out and jogging until like 8 or 9 o'clock just because it's so warm. Sorry, I'm talking quietly. The kids are tired and sleeping. So come along with me today while I try to get some of these projects done. Yeah, see what else we can get into. I don't know what I'm gonna have for breakfast. My fridge is such a mess. I should clean that out today, but I don't know why I do these day in the lives on days where I'm like busy like canning and stuff, because it ends up consuming my day. I have this. I don't think there's enough left in it for me. There's a little bit. And I have some pumpkin protein pancakes in the freezer. I got on the scale this morning and I was down 3 pounds. Yeah. And I haven't weighed myself in a long time, but last week I started a running app where it like tells you how long to run, and then like gives you times to walk, and like a warm up and a cool down. And I just thought it would be better than what I was doing because it forces me to actually run a certain amount rather than me just like running and okay, I'm tired now, I'm gonna stop, and then running. And I felt really good. Like, I felt really good about it. I know I can run longer than it's telling me to, but it's just kind of like disciplining me, I guess. So that's exciting. It's like one of those couch to 5K like apps. So I'm excited to go out and do that this morning. And yeah, so all right, I'm gonna go do some laundry and I'll come back when I'm doing something else. All right, I have my earbud connected. Hopefully it's picking up the sound. I've got my pumpkin protein waffle here. I just spread what was left of the cream cheese on it and let the dog out. I'm gonna eat this while while I look at the garden. I do have a fall garden video that came out recently, and I'll be doing another update. Well, I've been filming stuff as I do it, but another video will come out at the end of the month if you're interested in that. That's all my cabbage and broccoli and Brussels sprouts in that raised garden bed with radishes. And this garden is just about done. It doesn't look it, but I'm not really getting, I'm still getting a lot of green beans, but not as heavy as I was. I feel like it's like petering out, but then again, I have new plants that are just putting on. So we're supposed to have a heat wave this week. It's gonna be in the 90s. I can't even believe it. Like the end of October, not the end, we're in the middle of October, but 90 degrees. So pretty. we're going to take the dog out for a walk. Not really. I'm gonna run. She's gonna run. We're both gonna come back tired. I might continue this when I get out there, but I gotta find the leash. I gotta eat this, and I have to get out there. I have to get Drug out there because the dog is always so excited to go run. She likes to chase lizards. She's a lizard chaser. You're a lizard chaser. All right. Sorry, I'm gonna turn the sprinklers on since it's gonna be a little warmer today. So 2.80 miles, took me 57 minutes. There was some excitement. Oh. First of all, it was great, felt great. There was a huge dog, and I'm talking like Great Dane. And he was not on a leash, which is perfectly fine. My dog runs, she doesn't run on a leash. I let her off the leash to run out there in the desert, but she listens. This big dog was running towards me from a long ways off, and his owner was kind of just walking at an easy pace towards me. And I stopped, and he stopped and just looked at me, and I thought, okay, the owner's calling him. I'm gonna continue walking. He started running the moment I started walking, and then I stopped again, and then he just ran straight towards us, and I was screaming at him, of course, and then Belle actually pulled out of her leash, out of her collar with the leash on it, and I had the leash in my hand, and I just started hitting the dog with it. And finally he turned around and went back towards his owner, came back again. I fell on the ground trying to like keep them apart. It was fun. All right, so both the kids came out. Yeah, so no harm done really. I think he was being playful, but he was so big compared to our dog, and he was like biting her back. And I don't know if he was trying to bite her or if he was like nipping like playfully. I don't know, but it was so scary, and I was panicking. But his owner she was an older woman, and I don't think she could hurry. She was very sorry. It scared the you-know-what out of me though. But she's good. She's good. She's good. She was unfazed. She was still off the leash when he ran back, and she followed him, and I yelled at her and she came back. But oh my gosh, excitement. All right, so both the kids are up now. Caitlin is actually doing her own PE, so I don't have to take her. And yeah, the chicken broth is boiling. I'm gonna go turn it off and transfer it into a different pot so that I can wash my canner out and start canning it. So I don't know if I'm gonna make a separate video about like filling the pantry. I think I am. I think I'm going to make a separate video just with all the things I'm canning today about filling the pantry, but I will show you everything as it's done and show you anything else that I'm doing today. All right, I changed my mind. That chicken broth is way too hot, so I just turned it off. Wesley's in there making breakfast. I poured myself some orange juice. I'm gonna sit out here while I water the lawn. Yeah, I'm excited about getting all this canning done. I really felt like stocking up again, and it was the same this time last year. I think it's just like a pre-winter thing or something, or maybe all the stuff going on in the news and with Israel and everything right now. It just makes me, I think it makes a lot of us feel a certain amount of uncertainty in the world. And I thought, instead of buying a bunch of stuff, I have stuff. I have dry beans, I have rice, I have potatoes. Let's preserve those things that I already have and not buy them. Like if I'm gonna buy anything, I feel like it's gonna be flour. It's going to be like pre-made things that my family enjoys. Like I have a lot of soup right now. I'm not buying any more soup. Flour, sugar, baking supplies. My daughter really likes canned chili, canned raviolis. I know those things aren't great for you, but she doesn't eat them every day. And like we went hunting this weekend, and we took a can of raviolis and a can of chili, and it was very nice to have. So I don't know. I want to stock up as cheaply as I can and only stock up on things that we're using. Medicine, that's a big one for me. I would like to get some more water just to have. I don't want to have 3 months worth of water in my garage. I just want to have some bottled water in case I need it. Yeah, so I'm excited to get all that done. I need to go through my jelly and see how much I have of what. I already know I don't need to make any more this year. I have plenty of everything. I don't know if I'll have to make peach or strawberry even again next year. I need to start using it though. Like I feel like I'm the only one that eats it. Although I saw that Clayton opened up one of those prickly pear jellies, and must have used it this morning because it was open and in the fridge. So that's good. I just don't think he really cares for Belle. I don't think he really cares for the types of jams that I'm making. I mean, who doesn't like strawberry? And peach, it's probably just my favorite. But yeah, that's what I need to do. I also have like a list of things in my head that like I want to get done like soon. Do you guys have like do you know what you're doing every day of the week? Like for this week, it's Monday, okay? I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I know Tuesday is our day where I take Caitlin over to the horse and she gets to ride the horse. Other than that, I don't know. I'm a spur of the moment kind of girl, but I would like to like get these things done. Like I want to make pie crust, a whole bunch of pie crust, and put it in the freezer. I made it a couple weeks ago. I rolled it up like you buy it in the store, and it worked so good. Sorry, I shook the camera. So good. There's other things. I just can't think of them right now. I have some green beans that are kind of filling up the fridge, which is awesome. I've been throwing bags in the freezer, but I do want to try canning them. Clayton thinks they'll be mushy, so I don't want to do a lot, but I do want to try canning green beans. We eat canned green beans, so can they be much more mushier than that? I also have like some cleaning projects, some organizing that I want to do, but I mean, should I write out on a calendar like things I want to get done and just put them on a day and just work towards it? I think so. I think I need more of a schedule, honestly, like to get things done, because I'm always like, gosh, you just don't have enough time. Or I mean, I got plenty of time. I don't go anywhere. Right, we actually do. We're pretty busy on the weekends. Tuesday, I take Caitlin to the horse. Wednesday, we do our shopping. There's usually a day during the week where I'm like prepping something like bread, or like today I'm canning stuff. Usually one day I'm working on like cleaning and laundry, but I need to make some priorities here. All right, I'm going to go change the sprinklers. I will come back later. All right, it's so dark in here. The one day I'm gonna film and it's crazy dark. I am going to make myself a nice coffee. Maybe someone else has been making some iced coffees. And the iced coffee is almost all gone. I'm waiting for my pressure canner to vent for 10 minutes. I wrote down how long potatoes take and how long beans take. I need to look up chicken broth because I don't have it written down anywhere. I've just been looking it up every time I do it. Shall I have pumpkin or sugar cookie? I'm gonna finish off this pumpkin creamer. I'm also pretty hungry. It's 11:53. I think I'm gonna eat some of this leftover beef stew. I like using up leftovers. I have a lot of leftovers in here to use up. I also have some green beans from last night. I'm gonna eat those too because I don't want them to go bad. I didn't go through all that work growing them for them to go bad. So I'm gonna heat that up, make a coffee, sit down and eat lunch, and hopefully when this pressure canner comes up to pressure, I can go take a shower. I also need to rotate my laundry, so let's do something. I think I have another one of these in the outside fridge. I'm gonna have to check. I might have another iced coffee actually. Let's go look. Oh man, that was probably too much. Alright, let me go check. Alright, I had another creamer, but no more coffee, so this is the only little pick-me-up I'm gonna get today. Alright, here's lunch. Big old cup of soup. Well, it's not soup, it's stew. It's beef stew. I made it in the crock pot a couple days ago. I got my coffee. My table is dirty. I need to wipe it off. I ate a few green beans cold, but I can't get the microwave open, so they're gonna go back in the fridge and I'll eat them later. Alright, so I'm gonna sit here and eat and drink this little baby coffee. I'm also gonna answer some comments, and talking about comments, I want to just tell you guys how much, oh, Belle's coming to see who I'm talking to. I want to tell you guys how much I truly appreciate each and every one of you that leaves a comment. I have my, Belle, smelling the trash. You can see Caitlin over there. I've got my YouTube friends that comment on like every single one of my videos, which I absolutely appreciate so much. Kendra over at Kendra Full of Joy, Veronica, Sherry, who else? Lydia's Family Life. Sherry, I think, is Better Living on a Budget, and Veronica is Unorganized Mama. So if you guys have not checked out their channels, go check them out. They're awesome ladies. And Rhonda, I know, comments all the time talking about her garden and stuff. I just love your comments, Rhonda. So sweet. Jamie is always leaving a comment. I have some new friends that I don't know your names that are leaving comments, but if you're watching this, go leave me a comment. Push pause. Go leave a comment because I love talking to you guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna eat lunch, and hopefully I can hop in the shower because my pressure canner will be done like releasing its steam. So I'll see you guys back a little bit later. Alright, I wasn't going to pop back on until after I took a shower, but I wanted to tell you I just refilled my wax melts with this pumpkin maple cream caramel. It smells so good. It smells like a maple donut. There's no pumpkin, but whew, that smells good. Alright, so my laundry room is a mess. I've got clothes in the dryer, but it's all our clothes, and I want to make the bed before I put them on the bed to fold, and my sheets are in the washer, so I don't know what to do. Can't find a laundry basket. Story of my life. So I'm gonna get these out of here, put them somewhere, probably just on my floor, and then get my sheets dry so when I get out of the shower, I can put my sheets on my bed, and then I can fold my clothes. I feel like I've gotten nothing done today because the canning situation takes so long. Like, all I've gotten done is put potatoes in jars, I feel like, and gotten them in the canner. and exercised, of course, and watered the lawn and watered the garden and took my sheets off and put them in the washer. It's already 12:45. Okay, I gotta go. So I'm gonna get this out of here. Get a moving. I don't know why my face is so dark. Hello. All right, finally took a shower. Caitlin's cleaning her mouse cage and she wants to show you her little friend. So if you're offended by mice, look away. Oh, look at you. Hello, it's a snowball. Coconut.
I don't know. I think this is coconut.
It's either snowball or coconut. Caitlin actually doesn't love holding them, hence the gloves, but she's conquering her fears. Okay, thank you. All right, so it's 2 o'clock. I have some chicken bone broth in my pot. I'm waiting for the rest of it to heat up. I also finished my potatoes. I got 6 quarts, 1 quart broke in the pot. And I think it's because we've been using the quart glasses for some drinking glasses and, you know, like running it through the dishwasher, setting it on the counter repeatedly. I think it had a crack in the bottom and Clayton tells me all the time, don't use my canning jars for glasses because we have like designated like mason jars that we use for glasses, but I'm a rebel. I'm stubborn and I don't listen, and I should. You guys, my kitchen is a mess. I didn't take anything out for dinner. I had sweet and sour pork on the menu and that ain't happening. So I think when I get this going, when I get the pressure canner going, I'm gonna pull my KitchenAid out and make some pizza dough, and we're just gonna have pizzas tonight. I don't know how everybody's reaction to that is gonna be, but I was busy today and we're gonna have dinner, and that's all that really counts, right? I don't really have leftovers or anything. There's a little bit of tri-tip from last night. Actually, no, there's not. Wesley ate it for lunch. There's green beans. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have pepperoni pizza, homemade, and they're gonna like it. Okay, so what now? I don't even know. I don't know how long this video is getting. It's just been a lot of me talking today. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'll probably show you the pizza, obviously, but I'm kind of thinking I might come back tomorrow and make it like a 2-day video. So that's where I'm gonna leave it right now. I'm getting tired, you guys. It's 2 o'clock. I've been in here since, I don't even know. When I came back from jogging, it was like 10. So I'll say I've been in here since 10, but I mean, I started this last night. I still have to can my beans, which takes 75 minutes. So they will be last. This chicken broth, when it's done, the beans will go in. When the beans are done, I'll be done for today. So I'll be right back and we'll make some pizza dough. I'm just gonna use my garlic knot recipe. It's pretty much pizza dough shaped into a garlic knot. So I'm gonna use that recipe and just make it into pizza dough. All right, I'm gonna double this recipe just because, why not? I see people freeze pizza dough all the time, and sometimes I just need something easy. So in here I have 2 2/3 cups of warm water. I'm gonna add in 14 grams of yeast. I have it on my scale. I'm gonna measure out everything I can. All right, that's 19. Whoops. Gosh, it didn't seem like 19, did it? I don't know. Okay, anyway, now I need 26 grams of sugar. That's actually less sugar than the recipe calls for. I have just made it my own, and I like to add less sugar to my baked goods. All right, I need 90 milliliters of olive oil. Hopefully this doesn't make like a ton. 90 milliliters. That's really only 6 tablespoons. That seemed like a lot more than that. But 45 plus 45, that's 90, right? Yeah, 90 milliliters. Dang, okay. That's good. It's only 86, but that's a lot. A teaspoon of salt. Okay, so I'm doubling it, so 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. All right, the garlic knot recipe calls for half a teaspoon of garlic powder. I don't know if I want garlic powder in my pizza dough. I mean, why not, right? It sounds amazing to me. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and add half a teaspoon like the original recipe calls for. So I'm just having it, I guess, instead of a whole teaspoon. I'm just gonna add half. Now I need 900 grams of flour. Gosh, I hope my KitchenAid can handle that. I'm using bread flour also. I don't know if that's necessary, and if I run out, I'll probably just use all-purpose. So 900 grams. That's 6, 7, 860. All right, it's 899.8. We'll leave it at that. Okay, let me get my attachment for my mixer. All right. Yes, there's stuff everywhere. There's stuff over here, some green beans over there, and a pen. There's so much going on in my kitchen right now. It just is what it is, and there's noises and whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna knead this until it like becomes a ball and pulls away from the sides, or mix it until it pulls away from the sides of the bowl. I'm also gonna take this opportunity to refill my yeast. I just keep this little jar in my fridge. I keep my bulk yeast from Sam's Club in the freezer, and when my jar gets empty, I just refill it from the freezer, and then I know my yeast is nice and fresh. I need to see if I have another container because I might need to get some more yeast. All right, there we go. Probably good for another month. All right, my dough is still pretty sticky. I'm gonna add about half a cup of flour. We're just gonna eyeball it and turn it back on. Okay, still very sticky. I think I had this problem when I was making the garlic knots. The dough is just very sticky, and I think the instructions read that you're supposed to knead it until it's not as sticky anymore, but I feel like this needs a little bit more flour. I probably should have added an extra cup since I doubled it maybe, I don't know. Anyway, about another half a cup, and we'll try this again. All right, sorry, Caitlin is vacuuming her room, but this dough looks great now. I'm gonna knead it for 10 minutes. All right, I'm gonna call that good. It's actually only been like 8 minutes, but it's getting too, it's getting too big for my mixer. If you can see this like spring up here, there's not supposed to be dough up there. So it's nice soft dough, it's not sticky. We are just going to, I'm actually just gonna put my mixer away and leave this bowl on the counter, and we're gonna let this puppy rise. So, oh, such a mess. Ugh. gonna get a towel and I'm just gonna cover this up. And the bowl will be full when it's done rising because it's half full right now. All right, oh, can't really see it, but this is definitely doubled. Whoa. All right, I'm gonna punch it down. Good, more dishes. All right, I'm going to just form this into a ball, and I'm going to cut it into 4 pieces, I think. And I think I'm going to freeze 2 of them, so let me grab a knife. Usually I'm a little more precise than this, but not today. Okay, so I'm just gonna form these into balls again, just because. So 2 of these are gonna go directly into a freezer bag and into the freezer before they start like trying to rise again. And the other 2, let's see, 3 o'clock, I'm gonna put them in a bag and put them in the fridge until it's a little bit closer to dinner time. Okay, and options for toppings are going to be pepperoni, cheese. I have some jalapenos. I thought about making some bacon, but I just don't think so. All right, I've got 2 gallon-size Ziploc bags here. I'm gonna open them because my hands are gonna get greasy in a second. I'm just going to drizzle a little olive oil all over them so they don't stick to the bag. There's one. All right, there we go. 1 in the fridge and 1 in the freezer. I gotta wash my hands. All right, so now I'm gonna take some cornmeal and just sprinkle it on the bottom of these cast iron pans. I went ahead and brushed a little bit of olive oil down first, just so there wasn't any sticking, and just to try to get that nice crunchy crust. As you can see, the dough already started rising, but I think it just made it easier to roll out, honestly. This dough is so soft and easy to roll out into, you know, whatever shape you're going to use. I know some people put it on like a cookie sheet and make it square. We used to have a, what's it called? Pizza stone. Oh, we used to love cooking the pizzas out on the smoker on the pizza stone. So good, but I washed it and it cracked in half. It's actually a funny story. I washed it and noticed that it broke, and I was so like upset about it because Clayton loved using it so much. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go put it back on the smoker, and he'll just think that it cracked like because of the weather or something. It was terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But he did too. He opened it up and he was like, look what happened. I had to tell him. It was so terrible of me trying to trick him like that. But anyway, if you have a pizza stone, it works really good on on a smoker or barbecue or something. Anyway, back to the pizza. I made 1 small pepperoni for Caitlin. Actually, 2, because this little mini one right here was pepperoni also. I didn't use a whole like ball of dough for the smaller pizza, so I just like cut a piece off, and that's what that one was. But I sprinkled a little Italian seasoning on mine, and Clayton had jalapenos, and we had onion. They're really good. The crust was kind of thick. As you can see, it looks like a pan pizza, but it tastes really good. Really soft crust. I really did enjoy the crust. I do want to roll it out a little thinner next time though, but we really enjoyed this. It was a really good dinner. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I know sometimes I can be super chatty, but that is just who I am. And I enjoy, hanging out with you guys and showing you what my day's like sometimes. Sometimes it's boring. Sometimes I'm busy doing other things. I'm still getting used to this YouTube thing, and I really do enjoy, showing you what I do during the day. I like being able to share with you guys and also watch, other people's videos, seeing what they're doing. I would love to chat with you down in the comments about anything. So leave me a comment. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.